It's very important that optimization be done to your website to ensure that people who are searching and web browsing out on the internet and using Google or Bing search engines to try to find either your website or find societies that are related to orchids, you want to come up and rank high for that. And to be able to do that, you need to optimize the page. And we're going to start with very simple optimization where we're going to control on the East Everglade Orchid Society website here, where we have the title Home East Everglade Orchids. We're going to take a look and see what kind of metadata is embedded into the page. We need a description, so I have a little tool here I'm going to click on that'll analyze the page, and what we see is we have a couple of warnings. We're missing a description of the page, and we're missing some keyword tags. Keyword tags aren't as important anymore, so I'm probably going to leave that alone and let that warning stay. But what's important here is we have a missing description, and we have a head title tag that starts with the word home instead of Orchid Society. You know, so we're going to flip this around. We're probably going to give the title something that says Orchid Society in Homestead, Miami-Dade County, Pipe East Everglade Orchid Societies, something like that, so that we can optimize this page for people who are searching for orchid societies. So I'm going to go ahead and close that window and get right to work here. I'm going to go to the back end of the website, and on this particular website we have a tool called JoomSEF installed. I'm going to go right into the controller panel of that tool. So again, I want to show you, I went to Components, JoomSEF, Controller Panel, and I've loaded this page. Now I'm going to go ahead and manage my SEF URLs. So I'm going to use this link right here, one single click, and then I end up looking at all the URLs that are in the website that have been indexed automatically by this tool. My focus today is on the home page, so I'm going to go ahead and do one single click on the link for home page, and it takes me into the back end of where I can make these edits that I'm talking about. And what we're going to be focusing on today is optimizing and changing the meta tags of the page. So one single click on that. Now remember, we talked about changing the title of the page. So I'm going to go ahead and make that title change. And I said I was going to go Orchid Society Pipe, and I'm going to go East Everglades Orchid Society Pipe, Homestead, Florida, and then we're going to put a dash, Miami-Dade County. Okay. Now let's give our page a description. So I've already pre-typed up a description here. I'm going to go grab that description, copy, come back over, and just type in a description. The East Everglade Orchid Society, I'm going to drop the word "the." East Everglade Orchid Society, comma, located in Homestead, Florida. Located in Homestead, FL. Is united by a common demeanor of orchid care and cultivation, following the very purpose of the society to study, research, educate, propagate, and conserve this fascination group of plants. Okay. Notice that when I tried to put in additional characters, I could not. There is a limit on the number of characters you can put in, so after you've reached and achieved that limit, you can put in no more characters. Again, I said I wasn't going to mess around with keywords, but I'll go ahead. It's not something Google really reads, but to get rid of that error message, I'll put in a couple of keywords here. Oops. Orchid Society. Plants. Education. Market growing, etc. So, and you can go on and on and on for keywords. I'll just put in a few keywords here just to satisfy my little tool. Click Save and Close. Now I'm going to return back to my home page, and this will be an instant change. Reload the page. We now have our new title at the top. Orchid Society, East Everglade Orchid Society, Homestead, Florida, Miami-Dade County. And the system automatically appends the name of the website. So in some cases you don't have to put that. But let's take a look at our tool now and see what we get. Okay, we're getting some additional warnings here, but we do have a head. Warning: the description is too long. It's suggesting that we lower that description. You don't have to worry about it. Put the full description where Google will read the entire description. It'll chop off the rest of the information. What's important is that the keywords that you want be more toward the front part of your description. 253 characters, so it's greater than 170. They recommend that you keep it under 170 characters. I have 253. So in the search engine results, it'll probably be chopped off somewhere around the word study. But we're getting the bulk of the word. And the more important word here is orchid, and that orchid be at least a couple of times featured in the description before it gets chopped off. Okay, and here's orchid again. Orchid, care of orchid. Okay, so we now have a head title. We now have some keywords with 5 items in them, and we have effectively created some basic optimization for the page.